Hello and welcome back to the Liberty for Philly podcast. Once again, I'm Mitchell. That's Ben. That's Jared, and this is episode 34. And today, as we said it last week, we are going to do our NHL predictions as well as our NBA predictions. So stay tuned for those. But right now, how are you guys doing today?
Well, I mean, we're all laughing at Iowa, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But Ben, how are you doing?
Garnet Valley is the number 3 team in the state. I am very great. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but I'm going to say it anyway.
English. All right. Anyways, let's start off with our predictions. First up, our NHL predictions. There we are. As you can see here, we've created yet another, what's it called? Spreadsheet. And I have to do this so I can see you guys. There we go. So, all right. First up on the list, we got the Atlantic Division.
I think you should make one for Alex, by the way.
Yeah, we'll add him in later. But let's start here in the Atlantic. So, Jared, how about you start us off since you're the most hockey person?
All right. So the obvious choice is going to be I mean, I'm not going to guess like a specific placements, but I mean,
Actually, this is for specific placement.
Okay, fine, whatever. But Tampa is going to make it. I'll give them the number 1. We'll give Florida the number 2. Oh, this is tough. See, the rest of the division's kind of terrible.
I think you're missing a very important team in this division, Jared.
Yeah, I know. So there's Detroit, Buffalo, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, and did I say
Rat? The Rat in Boston. You kind of skipped over them.
Yeah, no, the Bruins. Didn't I say them already?
No, you did not.
Boston, Buffalo, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa.
All right, it's Buffalo, Ottawa,
Detroit,
Florida,
Detroit.
Toronto, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Boston, and Montreal.
Detroit. I did say Boston. I didn't say Detroit. Damn. Boston. Well, screw it. Boston. This division's gonna be pathetic. Other than
the beginning of the Canadians after they literally went to the Stanley Cup final.
The Canadians are not good. They're just not. They panicked in the offseason. They lost all their talent, and they lost Kotkaniemi. So, I mean, that's redundant with the whole talent thing. But 4th will be Toronto. They're not going to make it though. The 2 wild cards are going to be the Metro, and then we'll go Montreal, Ottawa, Detroit, and then Buffalo.
All right.
Add the extra L. Add the extra L. Don't forget to add the extra L to Buffalo.
He's going to literally add it now. Okay.
My computer would not let me do anything. Okay, starting off here. Tampa Bay's off to a shaky start. However, I do think they'll come out on top in the division. I think Boston plays
games. They've played 2 games
and allowed 12 goals. I don't think that's a really
okay. That is kind of shaky. 2 games.
All right, Boston will play second. I really think Toronto is probably going to spend a lot of money somehow throughout the season and get it there. Florida will go there. Montreal will place here, and then I'll probably go. To be honest, I like what Detroit looks like right now. I think they place ahead of Ottawa, and obviously Buffalo probably places last because of Buffalo reasons. All right, Ben.
Yes.
State your team.
Remember, folks, how much do I follow hockey?
0.
Less than he should.
Okay, not 0, but less than I should. Jared has the correct answer because he knows me too well.
I didn't know this was a test.
Now, what I do know is that the Tampa Bay Lightning are a ridiculous team. So
yes.
I'm going to put them first.
They're not as ridiculous as they were the last year.
True, but they're still pretty darn
They'll still win the division. Yeah.
I feel pretty good about the Boston Bruins here.
Boston.
Then I'm gonna go the Florida Panthers.
What? The kitty cats?
Okay.
Kitty goes meow.
I'll go Toronto there. Toronto's not spelled with a Z, Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell, 10 out of 10 typing right there. Fat fingers.
Toronto's.
I'm gonna go with the Montreal Canadiens.
And we all agree on Montreal.
I will go the Ottawa Senators.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Buffalo
okay,
actually won again today in the shootout.
time out, Mitchell. Why did you interject the word interesting there?
Because Ottawa is not as close to winning as Detroit Red Wings are.
But look at Jared's rankings. It's 2 out of 3 majority here, so it's not. So we should be the one that should be saying interesting, not you.
Mitchell, you know what I think? The last 3 are going to be absolute donkey diarrhea.
Yeah, the bottom 3. There's no definite other than Buffalo. Ottawa and Detroit are the only.
So Mitchell, you know how like Washington and Tampa have like 2 really good offenses, and like Tampa's allowed 12 goals in the first 2 games. The score is 0-0 with 3.5 minutes to go in the second. So yeah, game to game.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Detroit Red Wings and then with Buffalo.
Buffalo.
All right, moving on
worry
to
about
the
that.
Metropolitan Division. Just to say it out here, it is the Penguins, Blue Jackets, Capitals, Hurricanes, Devils, Flyers, Rangers, and then the Islanders.
I'm gonna go. The Islanders are gonna win the division this year.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a dogfight between them, the Flyers, and the Capitals, and so they'll get the 3 spots. It'll be Islanders, Capitals, Flyers. It's gonna be like where they're all gonna be within 5 to 10 points of each other.
And then I assume you have the Yinzers here.
I love how you put the actual team name for the Metro, but then for Atlantic you put
You
like their
see,
whatever.
the Metropolitan has a lot harder cities to spell than the Western. I mean, the
New York.
Atlantic.
Yeah, that's so hard to spell.
Out of the 3 teams you just said.
Washington, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh.
Well, Philadelphia is kind of hard.
But yeah, the Yinzers are next. They'll get wild card 1 and then wild card 2. So who I have remaining? Dude, you can just say the Islanders. It's fine. Mitchell, don't worry about it. I was just giving you a hard time.
No, it's my OCD. So just go. Just save team.
You have OCD. So what do we have left? We have the Rangers, Blue Jackets, Devils, and Carolina.
Correct.
I'm gonna go wild card 2 beating out Toronto by 1 point. I'm gonna say the Devils. I'm gonna buy into the hype. Devils.
And bottom 3.
Bottom 3, it will then be Columbus, Carolina, and then the Rangers. This is going to be up for grabs. The only place that I know is going to happen, the Rangers are probably going to get last because they're terrible.
All right, now here's where I probably deviate.
Oh, and Mitchell, that was also hard to spell, wasn't it?
Okay. Moving on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. So winning the division, I think I'm gonna agree with you on Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh places 4th. I think I'm gonna agree with you.
Flyers
Washington.
are going to win the division in the Stanley Cup.
Flyers are placing 2nd.
Oh.
Actually, no. Actually, no. No, they have too many goaltending problems. Because I don't trust the Islanders to win. I don't trust Washington to win. The only other team I think that would just come in and win at the last second would be the Penguins. I don't think the Flyers are built. So I think I'm going to lock the Flyers in for 2nd, but I'm going to come back to whoever's in the rest of it because I'm going to agree with you.
Mitchell's actually recognizing a flaw? What? It's crazy.
Rangers.
This is a rare occurrence.
I spelled Carolina wrong, didn't I?
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, it looks weird. Carolina's weird thing. Anyways, I think New Jersey, I'm not buying into that hype. They'll go back down to the basement where they belong.
No, you're good. You spelled it correctly.
All right, Carolina. I don't know what happened to them. They were good, and then they just jumped off a cliff.
And then they bought a literal cancer of a human being.
Yeah, then I'm gonna probably go Columbus here. And now this is where it gets tricky. I'm actually gonna go Pittsburgh places third.
Sidney Crosby's
Somehow.
gonna be out for a little while, by the way, just letting you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm. And then I really think that the Islanders will drop down the fourth. And then I'm gonna have the Capitals. I think they trade for a goaltender at some point during the season.
The Islanders are just too talented, and they've got Barry Trotz. I don't. That's why.
But it's just the fact they don't really come until the end of the season.
I mean,
so
at least we
it's-
agree with the
you can't-
general first four, though.
Yeah, and now that leads us to Ben. Ben, you have a lot to think about.
Uh-huh. So, taking a look at this, man, I mean, the Metropolitan's pretty strong division from what I hear.
It is it's the strongest
It's
division.
going to be a bloodbath.
However, there's no dumber name for a division than Metropolitan. That's a dumb division name. All right. Anyway, I will take the New York Islanders. They look so good. I'm gonna go Philly second. I'm gonna go Washington third. I hate Sidney. How can I avoid putting Sidney Crosby?
You can put the which
You
team?
can put the Penguins, but Sidney Crosby's out for the year. How about that?
I would say put Columbus in. I could see them sneaking in somehow with Patrick Laine,
No,
Jacob Voracek. No,
I'm gonna take
Jakob
I'm gonna
Voracek.
take
Yeah,
Pittsburgh as much as I despise them.
but will you put Columbus fifth?
Mitchell showing his former Flyers bias, just like Penn State. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I was a Columbus fan before I moved here, to be honest. So.
oh yeah, that is true. I forgot you were.
No, I'm gonna go to Devils here. I actually recognize hype.
New Jersey. Wow. Okay.
Then I'm gonna go Columbus, and then I'm gonna go straight down.
Oh, and Ben, see, Mitchell's watched hockey for a long time, and he still botches all these names. Don't worry about it.
Hockey names are the hardest to pronounce in any sport.
But
How
I've
about-
learned to pronounce them.
Nah. How about Ilya Briskalov? That was a good.
Now that's a name I have not heard in 10 years, and I'm thankful. Nah, more like 8 years.
All right, I'll go down. I'll start the seeding off. I think well, who's in the other division? I think Tampa still gets the one.
I agree.
Tampa gets one. I think Boston will get the third seed. Washington, if they do win the Metro, they'll have to do well. So I think they'll go second.
No, Mitchell. They're not. They're. Are they going back to? By the way, I'm sorry to crap on your parade, but you forgot the 6th seed.
I literally asked you how many teams were on the. Never mind. Okay.
I didn't. I said 6, and then the 2 wild cards.
You said 8.
Yes, and you put in 7. You buffoon.
I blame you.
Okay, thanks, but you put in 7 teams.
You both are crazy people.
Dude, he's blaming me. He said you said 8, and he's only put in 7.
I'm saying objectively that you both are crazy people.
No, we are both crazy, but
There, I fixed it. You happy now?
see, family members watching this, do you see what I have to deal with on a weekly basis?
I think they should be asking, why am I still here?
Yeah, just to suffer.
Anyway,
So what I was going to say is you have to have the Metro team as the 2nd place because it's the division winners are 1-2, which is pretty stupid.
who's do I have? Toronto, Florida, and then I have Pittsburgh Islanders. All right. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna have the Blue Jackets in here as wild card 2.
You got to have the 3rd places as well. Who'd you have for the 3rd place at 5-6?
Islander. I mean,
No, you had
I
Pittsburgh
have
as the 3rd
Pittsburgh.
place.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. No, not Pitt. There we go.
So that
And
means
then
the
who do I have up
Toronto.
here? Toronto.
Yeah.
That would be a good series. I would take that. Toronto.
Oh, they'd be playing Boston.
Yeah. And then there you go.
Wait, hold on. Mitchell, can you share me into this document?
Yes, I can, Jared.
I'm going to fix a lot of things that I've noticed were just
I
wrong.
have to stop sharing due to Jared's valuable information. That is also known as.
Yeah, he's gonna be really mad at me. Because I forgot to tell him this.
There we go. I sent you his thing.
Thank you. Okay, you can share it again.
I am sharing the screen again. And if my Zoom can stop lagging, there we go. Back to the document.
All right. So the problem because we have a stupid conference alignment thing, you got to have it's M1. And then do you want to be lazy and not move things around, or do you want to move things around?
Do I look like I want to move things around?
Okay, we won't move things around then, so it'll be a weird doc. Oh, wait, no, that's not they're not A3, they're M2. Oh, so Philadelphia and Pittsburgh would be against each other, and then Boston, Toronto, the meme series. A3. Okay. Ben, you can let Ben predict while I'm fixing this.
Ben.
All right, taking a look.
Jared, you can move things around if you really. Oh, you have to add another column. 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just. Jared, there. You just have to change the names. There.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, Ben.
So I have Tampa as the 1.
Tampa.
Wait, are we just copying what we did in our and on the thing upstairs?
Yeah, it's true. All right. So yeah, you had Islanders then.
No, there's some things that you don't necessarily have to copy. You just have to put the division winners as the A1 and M1.
A2.
Oh wait, no,
you
I'm
have
stupid. You have to do
Boston.
the entire thing. Hello, but the
Boston. Then you had Philadelphia. And then actually there is one thing that you need to do. Wait, you had Pittsburgh placing third,
Jeez,
right?
Louise, I'm being thrown off.
Nope,
by
you
all-
had Washington.
T. There we go.
And then you had in the Atlantic placing third, I think you had Toronto. No, you have Florida. And then who are you to? This is where you get to choose your wild cards though. So here you have Toronto, Montreal, and then you have Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and Columbus.
So wait, who do I have again?
So here you have Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and Columbus, and on the other side you have Toronto, Montreal, or Ottawa.
I think Toronto will get 1. And then the other one, let's take a look.
It would be Pittsburgh would be your highest ranking metro.
Yes, that would be Pittsburgh.
All right.
All
So
right.
for
Oh,
me, the ooh.
Jared's dead.
Oh, I just had a really wet burp. I gotta go get a drink after this. But I put Tampa. That burns. And Washington. Or no, put a Tampa and the Islanders as well as the ones. Holy crap. This is really burning. Ow.
Let's give more details about your belt, Jared.
All right, we're gonna stop and take a brief moment. All right, so
Sorry.
all right, Jared, what is your predictions?
Okay, so for the A1 M1, obviously it's Tampa Islanders. And then just look up everything that I had for A2 and M.
I think you and Jared you and Ben had the same, other than the fact that you had
I think I had Florida as my A2, and then Boston.
Washington. You had who?
I think I had Florida as my A2. Yeah, and then Boston was my A3. Down 1.
And then you had Philly at 3.
I think I had Philadelphia as my M3. Yeah.
And then who are your 2 wild cards then?
My wild cards will be Pittsburgh and New Jersey. I don't think anybody from the Atlantic, other than the top 3, will make it because their division's terrible.
All right, now we have to say who our champion will be. So who would play who in this playoff? It's 1 versus wild card, and then M1 versus M3, right?
No, it'll be M1 versus the other wild card.
Okay, so it'd be
Yeah.
Tampa versus Islanders for mine. Columbus versus Washington.
So you think Washington's gonna have the best record in the league in the Eastern Conference then?
Actually, no, I do not. It would be Tampa, Columbus.
Mitchell's going for all the meme series here.
I oddly coincidentally went all for the meme series. However, so who would Philly play?
Philadelphia would be playing Pittsburgh.
Toronto, Boston. I think Philly beats Pittsburgh. Boston will beat Toronto. Tampa and Washington obviously move on. I don't think Tampa chokes to Columbus this year. Then who would Tampa play? They would play the lowest ranking seeded team.
No, they would
right?
play A2 versus A3. So it would be Boston or Toronto.
So it'd be Tampa versus Boston. I think Boston wins, to be honest.
No.
Actually, no,
cannot-
Tuukka Rask isn't on the team anymore. Never mind. Tampa
Tuukka
moves
Rask
on.
has never beaten Tampa.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm moving on. Then Philly versus Washington. I have Philly winning. And then Philadelphia loses in the semifinals to Tampa. Tampa moves on.
No, you forgot the Islanders series. Or no, the Washington series. Oh, hello. I'm looking at my own. My bad. But I'm glad you're at least admitting that they're not going to win the cup this year.
Tampa. I mean, semifinals would be a decent run for the Flyers, to be honest.
I
so
think
I'll
they'll
take it.
burn out in the second round if they do win.
All right,
All right,
Rangers,
so-
and that is Jared.
All right, so I think that so Tampa will be beating New Jersey. The Islanders will beat Pittsburgh. Florida's going to beat Boston. And I think Philadelphia will actually beat Washington. Crazy. Philadelphia, the Islanders beat Philadelphia. Tampa beats Florida. So it'll be Tampa and the Islanders for the third straight year, and Tampa will win for the third straight year. In 7 again.
And Ben. I think we all know where we're going with this, unless you have something different.
I have Islanders.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, that's I mean, that's not a bad pick. I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah. And now we move on to the
Western Conference.
Central of the Western Conference.
How are they Central if it's West? Another dumb decision.
Have you not
Well,
heard
no,
of
it's
our
West of everything.
beautiful part of the country called the Central West?
The United Center of the United States. Actually, all the Eastern Conference teams are in the Eastern time zone, and then the Western is the rest of them in the mainland.
That's fair.
All right, so I'll start
And
us
Canada,
off
too.
here. So Central, it's a weird division to say the least. And I think
So it's pretty much up between Colorado and Colorado. So just choose Colorado.
Colorado will place there. I think Dallas placed second. Winnipeg places third.
I think Winnipeg's gonna finish better than St. Louis.
I have Minnesota
You
placing
think
ahead.
Minnesota's also gonna finish better than St. Louis?
Yes, and then St. Louis
Oh, and
here.
also you spelled Winnipeg wrong. You forgot the second I.
Winnipeg,
Winnipeg.
and then
Arizona. There's Arizona.
actually wait, I lied. I have name redacted team.
Oh, you Chicago. Well, that's unfortunate.
I
Yeah, you
spelled-
might want to spell it correctly.
There we go. Right? Yeah.
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 I don't know. That seems weird for some reason.
Minnesota, then St. Louis. And then whose teams am I missing?
You're missing Arizona, the new members this year.
Arizona and Nashville.
Nashville, yeah. This is gonna be a tough one for me.
That's
actually.
mine predictions. Nah, I spelled Chicago. Nah.
So for me, copy paste 1, 2.
All right.
I think 3 will be St. Louis.
Okay.
4 will be Chicago.
All right.
5 I think will be Minnesota. And then Winnipeg will be 6, and then last 2 will be copy paste.
And
Although I do
Ben.
think that the Chicago and Minnesota will be the wild cards because the Pacific Division, like the Atlantic, is terrible and it's
Yeah.
top heavy.
Benjamin.
Benjamin Jacob Hoyt.
That was my legal name when they were trying to get my permit and they misspelled it wrong. I'm gonna go straight down from Jared's. I agree with him.
All right. Moving on to the Pacific Division. Yes, as Jared said, this is a very top heavy division. We got Vancouver, LA Kings, Edmonton, Anaheim, Seattle, which is a new team, obviously, Vegas, Calgary, and San Jose.
So really, I think this is going to be Vegas's division to lose. And Mitchell's putting Vancouver, right as I said. Actually, no, he's putting Vancouver. I wonder how Vancouver will be doing this year, though.
How do you spell Vancouver? Is it two O's?
Vancou, I believe. Couver. Yes, it is Vancouver.
Okay, they have a dumb name anyways.
Oh, and it's just
Seattle.
Vegas. There is no loss. It's just Vegas.
Whatever. It's Vegas. There we go. Vegas, Seattle.
Right.
What other teams are here? No.
Los Angeles, Anaheim, San Jose, Calgary, Edmonton. You spelled Edmonton wrong.
Oh my God.
It's Edmonton, not Edmonton. As much
Can
as
you tell
Fenimore
these
pieces
cities
suck.
to stop making weird
They're
names?
Canadian, Mitchell.
They do too much. Okay.
You're missing
yeah,
Calgary, Los Angeles, and the 3 California teams.
I'm trying to figure out because Calgary and San Jose have yet to play a game, which is very odd.
And they're both going to be terrible. Actually, no, Calgary won't be terrible, but San Jose will be.
I'll go Anaheim goes here. San Jose will
One
go
game
here.
is never a cause of a. Oh, Mitchell, remember, this is going to be Buffalo's one good month. Remember, they only have one good month, and then
How do you
they
spell Los Angeles?
EL.
Yeah, that's
That-
right. That's
Alright.
right. But Mitchell, Buffalo will be good this month and maybe next month, and then they'll.
All right,
suck.
that's my prediction. Jared.
Okay. I'm going to have Vegas winning the division. Not much doubt about that. I'll go Vancouver, Seattle, and then yeah, Edmonton. Give me Los Angeles. Then Anaheim, Calgary. You forgot to copy paste Anaheim, by the way.
I'll get it in a second.
And then San Jose. The question for me, the biggest question for me about San Jose this year is, will Doug Wilson get fired?
Ben.
I'm going to go. Jared took my take of Vegas, so I'm gonna go Vegas first. I'm gonna go everything except switch Edmonton and Seattle.
You got it.
Okay. I mean, I was debating. I think either way, they'll both. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight for the last ball. Smooth move, by the way.
No.
Oh, never mind. You meant to do that. Okay.
Can this go away there?
I think either way, Edmonton and Seattle will finish a point of each other, but the one that finishes the second place will not make the playoffs. In my
Never
opinion.
see one. All right, Colorado. I had Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Oh my God, I hate Canadians.
ER.
There we go.
There you go.
Central 2. Who do I had going there? I had
C2. I believe you had Dallas. Yeah, you
I
did.
had Dallas. I had Dallas, and then I had obviously Vegas, and then
for P2, and then C3 you had I think you had
Winnipeg.
It was Winnipeg, right? Losepeg.
And then this is where it gets tough. Obviously, I'm probably gonna dip into here. Probably that takes Chicago and Minnesota.
Yeah, I would have the same.
Actually, you know what? I think the fighting what's his name? I always forget his name. Connor McDavid's will get in somehow, and then choke in the first round.
Oh, the fighting. No, they won't choke. They're not gonna choke.
They'll go up and be in an elimination game and then fail. That's what I think.
No, that's not choking. They're just gonna get flat out roasted by Colorado if they make it.
So in this one, yeah, they'll lose Colorado first round. Chicago will lose to Vancouver first round. Seattle, I think, would beat Dallas. Vegas beats Winnipeg. Who moves on after that? It'll be Colorado versus Seattle, right?
Colorado, no, versus Winnipeg, you said, or no, whoever you had. Dallas. You messed this up, I think. Wait, no, Dallas versus, you messed this whole thing up. So it's Colorado. You had you said Seattle was going to be Dallas. You meant Vegas.
Oh yeah, so Seattle. Actually, no. Yes, no. Vegas beats Seattle.
Dallas and Winnipeg.
All right, Dallas and Winnipeg. All right, Dallas wins.
And so then they play Colorado.
Colorado loses to Vegas. Vegas. So who would Vegas play? They would play
They would
Vancouver.
play whoever you have winning the Pacific. So Vancouver.
Vancouver. Vegas,
The battle of
Vancouver.
the
That's. I would have Vancouver going. I think the Canadiens get another shot at winning the Stanley Cup.
Did we mess this up again?
You know what? Just go with it. I was a pick.
You want to say Vancouver
for
goes to the Stanley Cup final against who did you have? It was Dallas versus Colorado, and you said who?
I don't know.
Or did you have Winnipeg beating Dallas? Either way, you want
I have Vancouver, Tampa. Talk about teams literally on the polar opposites of the entire thing, except Florida is a
Wasn't
little.
that a
bit
Stanley Cup? Oh wait, no, that was Calgary, Tampa. Never mind.
Nope. All right, Jared.
So yeah, Colorado is my C1. I believe that was also and then my P1 was Vegas. C2 I had Dallas, and then my P2 I had Vancouver. You might want to spell without the Q. And then my C3 was St. Louis, I think. Scroll up.
It was St. Louis. Man.
It was St. Louis. Okay. And then my A3 was Seattle.
All right, wild cards.
My wild cards will be Chicago and Minnesota. And I think Colorado gets it done and they go to the final.
All right, Ben. I think you agreed with everything Jared had to say, except for.
Oh, I just realized I'm doing the 1 seeds again. It never works out.
So you had that, but you had one thing switched. I'm pretty sure you had
You had it was Edmonton instead of Seattle.
Yeah.
Wait, did he have St. Louis as his 3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
he copy and pasted it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Who are your wild cards?
Who are my options?
You could do
Seattle or Chicago, Minnesota, Winnipeg, or Nashville or Arizona. Or...
No, it's just no. It's only the 2. It's the top 2 teams. The 4 and 5 teams from both divisions. Those are your options.
All right, I'll go Seattle. Then I'll go. Who's my other options now? Since I took.
You have LA or Chicago.
You have LA, Chicago, or Minnesota.
All right.
No, LA or Chicago. My bad.
I'll take Chicago.
And then who do you have winning the entire?
Colorado. Oh no, I'm gonna take Vegas. That's what I'm gonna do.
Honestly, I feel like knowing BS Magic, I feel like Chicago is gonna end up winning the West because why not?
All right, so obviously Tampa, Vancouver. I'm just a go on the fact that Canada finally wins the Stanley Cup for the first time in I don't know how long. Jared, you have Colorado, Tampa.
That would be since 1993, and you have Vancouver winning their first title, even though they should have won in 2011, but Boston thankfully won. Speaking of Boston, hey Ben, how about that wild card game? Successful jigs. Okay, anyway, I have Colorado winning.
And
I also have them winning the President's Trophy too.
Ben, you have Vegas versus the Islanders.
That's a good one. Just because I love Vegas, I'm just gonna pick Vegas.
And there you go. Here is
Vegas
our.
successfully become one of the most hated teams in the league.
All right, guys, look at this. This will probably totally be wrong when we visit this at the All-Star break of the NHL season. So stay tuned for that. And
no,
now,
it's not officially wrong until the playoffs.
Yeah, well, they were going to do the same thing as the MLB where we update our predictions.
Oh,
yeah, because like Pittsburgh can like die or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to the NBA. This is the sport that Ben actually follows a little bit more than the NHL, so he'll be able to be more energetic about it. Right, Ben?
I didn't have coffee this morning. That's all I have to say.
You are okay.
I'll start off here, shall we? Wait, I totally did not do this right. Stall while I fix this. Talk about something.
The wild card game.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
No, I know, but the Red Sox won today.
Don't care.
What?
Don't care.
No, I'm just saying that. My family watching does. And then the Dodgers and Braves are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. I want both teams to lose that game. Or the whole series.
I only want the Dodgers to win the World Series because of Albert Pujols. That's what.
He already won one, so I don't care. But the Braves.
Well, he might retire, so I want him to go out on top. That's like the only reason why. I hate the Braves for obvious reasons. I don't like the Astros for obvious reasons, and I don't like the Red Sox for literally the same reason I hate the Astros.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Braves scored the run on the home run because they only have one hit. Up, it's the end of the third now. It's still 1-1.
Okay. So, yeah, NBA time.
What did you
So
do with the doc?
what?
You said you screwed the doc.
I think Jared, you're just being weird.
No, like why do we have to stall?
Because I had the playoff seeding blacked out instead of what it should have.
Oh yeah, you did screw up the doc.
Okay, so
Okay.
Eastern Conference. Obviously, Bucks won it last year, and they were the third seed. So this year, I think it's going to be the Bucks. It's not going to be the Sixers. I know, but
Twice in one episode, guys. I think we have a first.
it's mostly because of the fact I think the Bucks are a better built team. However, when we get to the playoffs, that probably will change. Then obviously I have the Sixers.
False alarm, guys.
Sixers are kind of coming second. Nets with a Kyrie situation are probably not going to do well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I think the Heat place above the Nets in the division, and then I think Boston, the Celtics, right? Yeah, Celtics, Hawks.
You
Um, So who would be another good team?
if anybody on my family, on my dad's side of the family, wants to join on this podcast to laugh at Mitchell and saying that he's overrating the Celtics, go ahead.
Bulls go there. Knicks surprisingly go there. The Hornets will probably place there. Washington will somehow make it into that place because of Bradley Beal. I mean, that's literally the only reason why. Who am I missing here? Toronto, Detroit. Basically all the I don't even know what to think about it, to be honest. I think the Raptors place there, and then I'm gonna go actually I'm gonna go to Pistons place kind of oh wait, I just forgot about a good team in this whole thing. So we're just gonna go up here. The Pacers will go there. The Wizards will go there. Then we will go the Pistons. Then we'll go the Cavs. And then we'll go who am I missing? The Orlando Magic. And then what's the last team I'm forgetting in this entire league? Anybody help me out?
Does it happen to be? Wait, did you say Lolando already? Yeah, you did. You just did. Magic, Charlotte, Philadelphia, Boston, New York. You forgot Buffalo. Just kidding.
I have the Knicks, I have the Bulls, I have the Heat, I have the Nets, I have the Raptors, I have the Pistons, I have the Hawks, I have the Sixers, I have the Celtics, I have the Pacers, I have the Cavs, I have the Magic.
No, you don't have the Cavs. Oh, no, you do have the Cavs. Never mind.
I have the Hornets, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I have the Bucks, and then I have the Wizards. So, there isn't 30 teams then, because there wouldn't be a team in this section then. All right.
No, there are 30 teams.
Then who's am I missing?
Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh wait, I deleted the
10,
Raptors.
12,
The Raptors
13,
are gone.
14.
Raptors.
You buffoon.
Hey, you're the one that said it was there, so I'm just.
No, I remember you writing it down. That's why.
All right, well, I'm fixing this. Jared, how about you start making your predictions?
Oh man, just give it to Ben if you want him to be stalled.
All right, Ben.
Let's see. So I why are you putting the 76ers second?
Because it's Mitchell.
Biased, but without the full bias, because I'm actually being reasonable in my bias.
It's a miracle. Guys, baby steps.
But it's mostly because the Heat are probably going to do better, but I don't think they can be better than the Sixers. And I think the Nets are not going to do well without Kyrie in his situation.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Bucks first.
Okay.
I'm going to go Heat second.
Heat second.
Oh, Ben, or Mitchell, you're putting this under the wrong thing, by the way.
Yeah, I'll move it over.
Just move it over now.
All right, Ben.
I'm gonna go Nets third.
So I guess Sixers fourth then.
Go Sixers fourth.
And
I'm gonna go Hawks fifth.
Celtics.
I'm gonna go Celtics six. I'm gonna go Knicks seven.
Respectable. Knicks. I mean Bulls.
I'm gonna go Bulls eight. And then this is the teams that absolutely no one cares about. So we're gonna go.
I think the Hornets and Pacers are probably the best out of this list.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pacers 9 because at least they have. Yeah, I'll go Pacers 9. Hornets 10. I do like Spencer Dinwiddie, but I don't think that team's gonna be good.
More like Spencer Dimwit, am I right?
Yes. And then straight down the line.
All right.
Remember,
So
also-
I'm going to change things up. And I'm gonna
Wait,
wait,
Ben's
Ben
trying.
said
Yeah,
that?
yeah, Ben's trying to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Remember that Simmons could like literally refuse to play.
He probably is, and
And
he's
it's
only
gonna
there
be
for the
addition
money.
by subtraction if that's
So if
Right now,
Simmons-
he's probably being traded to the Pacers. That's probably my newest prediction of where he'll
Okay,
go. But
so if Simmons refuses to play, that is a bunch of games where we can probably lose. So that's why I put the Sixers in fourth.
the Sixers aren't gonna lose because
yeah, I think they're better without Ben Simmons, and I think that's shown.
yeah, I
this
agree.
season.
right, so what
A
I
new
think is-
report came out today that said Ben Simmons tried to miss Game 7 of the Hawks series by saying he got close to a person in contact with COVID, and apparently that person disappeared when he said he want to get his game check. So, yeah. Moving on, Jared. What do you got?
All right, so the Bucks. Actually, I'm not gonna have the Bucks win. I'm gonna have the Nets win.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Bucks will get second.
Oh, I have to show you guys this crazy trade idea I saw by like Bleacher Report. It had like
And then,
Kyrie
I
and like some other team in it.
Philadelphia gets third. Miami gets fourth.
Wait, whoa, what the hell is going on?
You're forgetting to put things in. Philadelphia gets third.
Okay.
Miami gets fourth.
Okay.
Atlanta gets fifth.
Okay. You disagree with Ben?
No. I'm gonna put Chicago sixth.
Really?
Yes. The Knicks 7. And then the Celtics 8.
And now will you go down the list?
And then yes, I will go down the list.
All right.
So my reasoning is the Celtics, I feel like they don't have as much talent as they used to. And they've had this huge thing that's called the injury bug the past few years.
All right. Now I'm
Their
gonna
luck
go
with injuries
down
is absolutely terrible. So I think they'll fall into the 8th
3,
spot.
4, 5, 6. All right. So new thing, obviously, with the NBA this year is that the continuation of the play-in tournament. So that means seeds 7, 8, 9, and 10 will go into the play-in tournament, and the 2 winners will move out. So right now, in my predictions, I would have. So if I go like this and just go like that, because that's annoying me. Or so I go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this makes it easier for my brain to process numbers. And there we go. So I would have the Knicks, Hornets, Pacers, and the Pacers, Hornets, Knicks, and Bulls all playing in the tournament. So it would be the Bulls versus the Pacers, and I think the Bulls would win. So they would clinch the 7th seed. It's gonna annoy me, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Bulls would probably get that. Then it would be the Knicks, Hornets. I think the Knicks win. So that would be it would be Knicks because the winner of the 8-9, 9-10 plays. How does the dumb tournament work again?
7, 8, 7, 10. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 7-8 play each other, 9-10 play each other. The loser of the 7-8 plays the 9-10 winner. Okay.
Yeah, so 7 through 10 have to play their way in.
So it's 7 versus 8, so that would be Bulls Knicks. I think the Bulls win that, so it'd be Knicks versus the winner of the Hornets Pacers. But I just think the Knicks will probably win anyways. So Knicks get there, and then my 9-10 would be The ultimate loser would probably be the Pacers, in my opinion. All right. And then my champion for so it'd be Bucks, Knicks, Bucks win. Bulls, Sixers win. Hawks, Heat win. Nets, Celtics, Nets win. And then I kind of don't know where that is, but I'm going with Sixers, Bucks in the semifinals. And then I actually think the Sixers will do something at the trade deadline. That's the only reason why I have them winning. Jared?
Just copy paste my entire thing.
So you think it stays the same?
Yeah.
All right. And who do you think wins? Oh, well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Not the Hornets.
Peak comedy for Jared.
Milwaukee. Oh, Mitchell's being biased again.
I literally said that 5 minutes ago. But Ben, let me just get
All right.
you. Are you gonna keep all your things the same?
No, no, I'm not.
All right, I'm just gonna move them down here so you can look at it. There you go. So that's your seedings as a moment.
All right, so I have Knicks versus Hornets. Knicks are gonna get in that game.
hmm
Um,
Actually, wait, no, it would be Pacers versus Hornets because
Pacers
it's 9-10.
versus- Okay, Hornets will win that game.
All right, so we have our first switch. So boom, 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 boom.
And then Knicks Bulls. I think
Mhm.
Bulls will win that game, so they'll be in.
Boom, 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 boom. And then Hornets Knicks.
Hornets Knicks. I have the Knicks in that.
All right, who wins the NBA in your opinion? I mean, the Eastern Conference in your opinion.
This team looks so good just out of preseason and everything.
But that doesn't matter.
I know, but just coming into the season, I really think the Miami Heat really have hype around them.
All right, now the Western Conference. Let me fix that. That makes things easier. Boom, boom, boom. There. You go. All right, let me pull up my thing. All right, so Lakers are not going to get the 1 seed. I'm just to say that right now. They will not. It'll be the Mavericks getting the 1 seed. And I have to do this again for the 5th consecutive time because Google Sheets does not know how to operate. There you go. Mavericks will place first. The Lakers will place second. The Suns will place third. The Warriors will place 4th. Then after that, you kind of don't. Well, wait. I forgot a team. Jazz, Mavs. That rhymed. Lakers,
No, it doesn't.
Warriors. What team did I have there originally? Oh, Suns. And then it's probably going to be the Clippers somehow get in there. Then, actually, no. Nuggets would be ahead of them.
Say hi
And
to my
then-
dad.
Hello, Mr. Zach. How are you?
He's gone.
He's gone. It scared him away.
Yeah.
And then Clippers would be there. And then 8 seed getting in and late as always would probably be the Trailblazers led by Damian Lillard if he's not traded at the trade deadline, which you can't rule out. The Grizzlies will probably get that 9 seed. And then to be honest, from here you can't really well, scratch that. Pelicans, I think the Trailblazers place 10th because it's just have them on the outside looking in. Then who do I have left here? Oh, obviously probably in last will probably be the Thunder. Thunder will probably be in last. The Rockets will probably be just ahead of them. I still have Sacramento and Minnesota. I think the Timberwolves place there. Then who did I just say before that? Oh, Spurs. I forgot about them. Spurs, and then last but not least, it would be the which team I just said? I just said their name. Oh, the Kings. That is my prediction. Jared. Oh my God, why is there so many chats? Okay. while I check out the chats, Jared, please continue to say your predictions.
Oh no, that was just me spamming E the whole time.
Wow. Okay. Can you?
Okay. So I don't know. Lakers are gonna get one.
LaFraud. Okay.
LaFraud James. 2 will be the Dino Nuggets.
I have that one. Yep.
3 will be. By the way, you spelled the Rockets wrong.
The Rockers.
The Rockers. 3 will be the Jazz. 4 will be the Mavericks. 5 will be the Suns. 6 will be the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard's out until February.
Don't
just so you
care.
know.
7 will be the Warriors. 8 will be the Damians.
And the Damians.
9 will be the Pelicans. 10 will be San Antonio. 11 will be Memphis. 12 will be the Timber Lulls.
And then same
13 will
bottom
be
three.
Houston. No, 13 is gonna be Houston. 14 will be Sacramento. And then 15 will be LOL KC.
All right, Ben.
Okay, so I put the Lakers team at first.
Now we take a break from station identification, also known as Jared chatting Ben. Anyways, Ben, would you like to continue on your predictions?
Yes. I will take the Mavs second. I will. I'll take the Suns third. I really do like the Suns. Taking a look at number 4, I'll take the Utah Jazz. Let's see who I like. I have the Clippers 5th. Then I have the Denver Nuggets. All right, then I have the Golden State Warriors 7th. Wow, you guys are putting really. This is something. I'll take the Trailblazers 8. Pelicans 9. Then I'm gonna take Grizzlies 10. T-Wolves 11. Spurs 12. Then it's gonna be Kings 13. I love the Kings. I think De'Aaron Fox is a great player. Rockets 14, and then OKC.
Alrighty. All right, so I'll start with my playoff prediction. So in here, I probably have. I'm just gonna keep it. To be honest, I can see the Pelicans. Actually, I'm just gonna keep it the same. It's gonna be hard, but I think by the time Kawhi Leonard comes back, the Clippers will be fine in the playoffs. So I'm just keep mine the same. But in the end, I probably have. So it'd be Jazz versus Pelicans. Pelicans will probably lose. Clippers will lose to the Lakers. The Nuggets will beat the. No, the Nuggets will lose to the Lakers. No. The Mavs will beat the Clippers. The Nuggets will lose to the Warriors. The Suns will beat the Nuggets, and then. There we go. Now we don't have to deal with Jared.
Thanks, Mitchell.
And then I would have. I don't think the Lakers are gonna win anyways. So, and then Yeah, so I'm just gonna say the Luka Doncic is gonna win.
John Doncic.
Yeah.
Nice pronunciation, Mitchell.
Actually, no. Screw it. I'm going against all my will and putting the Lakers in.
Good.
Jared, who do you have winning?
Lakers and Lakers.
All right, Ben.
I have the Lakers.
All right. So obviously, I think we all know where this is going. So let's just get straight
Lakers.
to the point.
Oh, Mitchell being biased.
In the Kobe Bryant Super Bowl Finals.
Super Bowl.
Wow. Imagine Mitchell being biased. Imagine.
Crazy, I know.
Jared has Bucks Lakers again.
Lakers.
And Ben.
I have LA. I didn't say which LA though.
Wait. This is the rematch of the 2020 finals, isn't it?
No, because it was Bucks Sun. Oh wait, no. Lakers Heat was the 2020.
Lakers and Heat.
Yeah, no, that's what you have, Ben.
Oh yes, I have Lakers.
All right. So that concludes our predictions for today's episode. And yes, I know we know this was a very long episode, but then again, it gives us more material to laugh about at a later date.
Yeah, more laughing at Mitchell.
Yeah. So let's just do our closing thoughts. I'll start off this week, which is weird, but Iowa lost. Really shows how fraud they are, and that Penn State would have beaten them if Sean Clifford was healthy, or we had a better backup quarterback. Therefore, I still think Penn State will win the Big Ten. That is my closing thought, and I will stick to that point until I am proven wrong otherwise. Jared?
I'd say that you're wrong about Penn State. I still think they would have found a way to lose, but either way, they'll lose to Michigan State and Ohio State because why not? And Iowa, yes, they may be frauds. Alabama's back in the top 4. Laugh at Mitchell, yada yada.
Ben?
Oh, my final thoughts for the day. My favorite college football team unfortunately lost today. It's not Penn State, but in fact UPenn. They lost to Columbia, so I'm very sad.
They lost to Columbia. Oh, Yale almost beat UConn.
Yeah, I know because you.
Oh wow, UConn actually won a football game?
I know, crazy.
Listen to this. Yale is the most mediocre team in the Ivy League, and they almost beat an FBS team because they are that sad.
UConn literally should be relegated to Division 2. They don't even deserve to be in the FCS. They don't deserve to be in the FCS. They don't deserve to be anything with an F in it.
Yeah, same with Kansas. I think they should also be relegated.
Kansas is actually okay. I mean,
here's the thing: Kansas is really good at basketball, so they're going to cringe.
That's the same thing with UConn.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyway,
basketball.
I think the only good basketball school that's also has a good program with a high regard is either Michigan State or Duke.
Wait, for football?
Yeah, football program wise, like a basketball
Duke
school.
Is terrible at football. Dude, they just got smoked by Virginia.
Duke's still better than UConn though.
Well, so is everybody else.
I thought UNC wasn't bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, UNC. Yeah, I totally forgot about you. No.
Alabama basketball has actually gotten pretty good.
Penn beat Alabama, by the way.
Yeah.
Last year or this year?
Before the pandemic.
I was to say it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
And Penn starts off with Florida State this year for basketball.
I think they can win that game.
Oh, I think we will win.
Penn State should be pretty good this year.
Basketball too.
Oh, also stay tuned for that. College basketball is right around the corner, so we'll do our college basketball.
Ben very much
preview.
specializes in that.
Yes, we will do our college basketball previews episode in 2 weeks, maybe 3. I forget when the.
Are we gonna do every conference?
Oh my god, I would not wanting to do that Google Sheet. I think we'll just preview and then give our top players.
We should just do Power 5, maybe the Ivy and American.
No, we're doing the Ivy and we'll do Power 5.
Yes.
Yeah, we should do Power 5, American, and Ivy.
Yes, those are the only divisions that deserve to be talked about.
Yes. Aside from Ethan Carboni thinking that other divisions should be talked about.
They always lose first round anyway, except for UMBC Maryland, which will always be a Power 5 school for the rest of time. Jared, I want and until another 16 seed beats. Actually, no, Loyola Chicago. I would say Loyola Chicago is the only other one because they're actually.
No, they're not Power 5 schools unless they're in a Power 5 conference.
They're an honorary Power 5 team for beating.
That would be.
we did a whole episode on my former podcast about the Missouri Valley Conference. We had interviews with Missouri Valley players, and I could not tell you how boring that was. Just from experience.
Why?
Because it's like literally two
Every
teams.
year, I just cheer for
It's in Missouri. Wait, what's the Missouri Valley Conference?
every
It has-
year. Yeah,
it's
every year I
Loyola-
cheer for Loyola Chicago, and then in the
I'm
horizon.
sorry, Ben.
No, it has Loyola Chicago as Drake. It has some other teams.
Is it DePaul in there as well?
DePaul's in the Big East, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was about to say, aren't they in the Big East? Oh, do you
Oh,
want to do that one too? Because Villanova.
yeah.
By the way, the interviews were great, by the way, for
Mm.
Creating Matters. It's just the previews of Missouri Valley Conferences, previews of the MEAC Conference. We had to do those.
Oh, the only two teams I care
Oh,
about in
Louisville
other
to Missouri
conferences,
Valley?
like other than like the big, huge basketball ones with like Villanova, Big East is kind of big.
By the way, Jared, were you asking who the MEAC is?
No, I know what the
Eastern
MEAC
Athletic,
is.
yeah.
That's
Oh, no, so-
Delaware State. Delaware State.
Delaware State. You know, so they got
Hey,
Loyola.
you forgot about
Drake,
the
Cincinnati, Indiana.
Patriot League with Army and Navy.
And Lafayette and
Vermont.
Lehigh.
Gotta care.
Lehigh,
Yeah.
yeah. I care
It might
about
be
Youngstown
Duke.
State mostly because that's where my grandparents are.
I
always wanted them
interviewed
to
their
go.
coach. He was a good interview.
Penn State plays Youngstown State this year. That's an interesting
Did
fact.
they play them in football the one year?
I know Youngstown State played Michigan State this year. They have
They
Penn
also
State hasn't played.
Ohio State in the past.
Yeah, they play Ohio State usually because of Jim Tressel, who was a coach at Youngstown State before he went to coach at Ohio State and is now the current president at Youngstown State. They usually do a game every so
Didn't
often.
Tressel get his ass fired because
It was
he,
because of Tattoo Gate. It was a very dumb thing before the NIL thing. It was for money. It's a very dumb thing.
No, I'm pretty sure he also.
But it wasn't even his fault. It was his players that got the tattoos. He didn't have anything to do with it. But
Oh, I'm thinking of Hugh Freeze that got fired because.
yeah,
of
you're thinking, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, that was our closing thoughts for episode 34 of the Liberty for Philly podcast. Please hit subscribe and hit the like button, and follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
How to speak English again.
Follow us on Twitter, but just follow us on everything so you guys can stay tuned for a very important episode coming up in about 2 weeks. Yeah, once it's true for 2 weeks, we'll get some bends to get some connections going, see how we can make that episode as best for you guys as always. Thank you guys for making it to another episode. We'll see you guys next time.